Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out in Newsweek, and it is regarding drugs inside of sweet tea at McDonald's and Jimmy John's locations. And this is South Carolina restaurants. And this is one thing you must know: people will do all kinds of things on jobs, including drug food. And this is not the first time. There was an incident in the tri state area where I live, and Chinese people were caught putting cocaine in Chinese food. What they were trying to do is make people crave the food and keep going back for more and more of this Chinese food. And they actually got caught and shut down. And it was not the only Chinese location, there were several of them doing this. Just understand, when you are buying food out, you are taking a risk and you are trusting people that you don't know to serve you food. And there's no telling what they may do to that food. I would not even be surprised if later on down the line we find out these Popeye chicken sandwiches are drugged. And I really do appreciate my subscribers that brought up Undercover Brother and General Fried Chicken, because in the movie that's what happened. Black people were going crazy over this chicken, and the chicken was drugged. With drug addiction going on in America, you can best believe these drugs are making it into fast food restaurants among employees that have drug problems. And somehow these drugs make it into the food or drinks. Personally, I think this is a more common thing than uncommon. That's just my opinion. So this came out in Newsweek, ladies and gentlemen, November 7th, 2019. South Carolina resident Parrish Brown wasn't loving it when he discovered the sweet tea he ordered from a Hilton Head Island McDonald's allegedly contained 3 bags of marijuana. And he said he felt the effects of it. When he started drinking it, he started to feel weird. And he said it didn't taste like sweet tea, it had a different taste to it. So he took a closer look at his drink, and there were 3 bags of marijuana in his sweet tea. That's why he was feeling weird. Now, I don't know who this guy was, but he called his father. His father told him to report it and call police. Now, I wouldn't have called police. Now, you report it to the restaurant, because guess what happened? When the police came out and heard about what happened, they didn't want to believe him. See, that's the problem. If you're going to report, I sure hope this was not a black dude, because I'm telling you, the police are going to believe you did this. And that's exactly what they did. They had a hard time believing his story. So apparently he was drinking sweet tea with marijuana infused in it. And that's why he was feeling sick. So the police took the drink and the with the marijuana and everything in it for evidence, and because they're investigating it. And there's only 2 McDonald's on Hilton Head Island. They wouldn't reveal which one had the tainted sweet tea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there was another incident at Jimmy John's restaurant. And this was in the location at Augusta, Georgia. Well, it was a couple that had ordered the sweet tea, and this was October 31st. So it was not that long ago. And they were complaining about stomach pains after drinking the sweet tea. Well, come to find out, at the bottom of the tea container that they had at the restaurant was some type of substance. Now, when the police came, they said it was a white substance and it had multicolored pieces in it. Ladies and gentlemen, come to find out it was ecstasy in that tea container. And it happened again at the same location on November 4th. I tell you what, you don't need any sweet tea from these restaurants, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how many sweet tea recipes there are online? And some of them are very creative. You can make sweet tea at home if you love it, and it's not hard to make. It's not hard to make. In fact, all of your favorite teas you can make at home. Get the recipe and make it for yourself at home. Very easy to do. You don't have to go out to these restaurants and get this stuff. At least if you make it at home, you already know what's in it. You already know. You don't know what junkie is showing up at these restaurants with their drugs. You don't know. So the deputies, when they got there and they saw the ecstasy in there, they tried to fish it out, but they weren't able to do it. So they ended up taking the entire tea container for evidence. But yeah, it was ecstasy tablets. So that explains why this couple got so sick and had stomach pains. Well, it didn't stop there. There was another fast food restaurant, and this happened in April of this year. Carl's Jr., they sold a Rocky Mountain High cheeseburger delight featuring a sauce. Well, the sauce was something that contained CBD, okay? And it sold for one day and then they stopped selling it. They called it Santa Fe sauce for the burger. Well, it had 5 milligrams of CBD. I mean, come on, is it far fetched that these restaurants would be serving you food with drugs? No, no. Unfortunately, America is a country where drugs are running rampant. There's all kinds of drugs flowing through America, whether it's legal or illegal. And it is not far fetched that some idiot or some employee may get disgruntled and put drugs in the food and drinks. It's not far fetched. So, all I have to say to you is be careful out here. Just be aware of the things that could potentially happen when you're going to these restaurants. All it takes is one off balance person, or even some of this can even happen at the factory level. It doesn't necessarily have to happen in the fast food restaurant. You know, you are taking a risk out here now. Really is best for you to prepare your food at home. At least you know what's in it. And just understand all of these restaurants are serving you GMO. All of them are. whether it's a diner or a fast food restaurant, everything they are serving you, ladies and gentlemen, is GMO. It's not good for you anyway. Why take the risk? But please tell me what you think about this story. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.